Okay, so what I'll do basically, since we have both m terms on the one side of the equation, what I'll do, I'll basically simplify the right hand side of this equal sign into one term. Well, let's see if we can actually do that. And so we're gonna say, okay, p equals, let's go, draw a line. The LCM of 1 and r is simply r, and 1 goes into r, 1 goes into r times. In fact, we're dividing r by 1, which is going to be r. So we're going to multiply that r by the numerator, which is mg, so that's mgr. By the plus sign, I'm going to divide the LCM again, which is this r by this r, so r divided by r is 1. So that I'm going to multiply that 1 now by mv squared, which is simply mv squared. Okay, so this allows me now to actually factorize out the m, because we have both m terms in the numerator of the fraction. So I can factor out m. When I factor out m, what am I left with within the bracket? All right, so m times what will give me mgr. Of course, that's going to be gr. And m times what will give me mv squared, and that's v squared. So I just basically factor out the m from the numerator. And what I did was to basically divide both terms by m, what I factored out. So when I say mgr divided by m, the factor that I took out, what I'm left with is gr. That's what goes within the bracket here. When I take the mv squared, also divided by the factor that I took out, is m cancels m, and I'm left with v squared. And again, I'm able to cancel because m is multiplying v squared, so I'm able to cancel m with m. Okay, so that was clear. And so what I'm going to do next is to try to get the m that I have. Notice I only have one m here, not two like here and here. So because I only have one m in this formula, this step in the equation now, I should be able to make this m the subject. So in order for me to do that, I will need to get rid of the denominator first off. So there's several ways we can do this again. I mean, I could simply put this p over 1 and then cross multiply, or I can just simply recognize that this r in the denominator is really what? 1 over r. And so to get rid of it, I use a reciprocal, which is r over 1. So I can multiply this by r over 1 and multiply over here by r over 1 as well. So what this does, cancel r with r, and I'm left with what? P times r, which is pr, equals m. I'm left with gr plus r squared in bracket. Oh, this is actually a v squared, my bad. Should be written properly. Yes. So gr plus v squared. Now I want to make m the subject. But notice collectively, what I have in bracket is actually multiplying m. I have a binomial two-term expression multiplying m. And since this quantity gr plus v squared collectively is multiplying m, I can get rid of it by division. Gr plus v squared as a quantity is multiplying m. Saying m times this quantity here. So I'm able to cancel this quantity that's multiplying m with the denominator quantity of itself, and also divide this side as well by gr plus v squared. So this gives me what? This gives me m equals pr divided by gr plus v squared. And that's the solution, the first solution. Okay. Now here's a question. How do we make r the subject?